Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Sue here. I'm so glad that you joined me. Thank you so very much for dropping by. I really do appreciate it. So today we're going to do a band we have never done before on the channel. We're going to do SPLITENZ, and we're going to do their 1982 song, 6 Months in a Leaky Boat, and this should be an absolute classic one to check out. And if you like what I'm doing on the channel, you can show me by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and I thank you very much for that in advance. All right, let's get right into it. From 1982, the New Zealand sensation SPLITENZ, 6 Months in a Leaky Boat. Here we go. This long of an intro to this song before, so this is kind of cool. Loved this song. In fact, I remember when it came out and I was a teenager. I remember I had a ball game that I was going to play, and this song came on just before I was going to get out, and I made my mom sit and not drop me off so I could finish hearing this song in the car. I always really liked it. It's just got such a cool kind of upbeat vibe to it. The beginning section, I've never heard that long of an intro, so I probably heard this song on the radio mostly, and it probably just cut that off. And so that was actually kind of cool, and it had a real kind of almost a haunting, kind of very dramatic sort of feel to it, almost like something that you would hear a Phantom of the Opera or something. So I'm not exactly sure what the intention was for that. So if anybody has any explanation on that, I would really appreciate that. But when it comes in with that very jangly guitar, it's such upbeat nature, I absolutely love it. It does kind of have a bit of a seafaring kind of feel to it, really. So I thought that was actually kind of cool. Now this song did pretty well in Canada, in Australia, and New Zealand. It all hit the top 10. I'm not sure how this did in the United States. I don't think it hit the top 40, but any of our US friends out there could tell us how this song did in the US, I'd like to know. Or maybe in the rest of Europe, let's say, how did it do in Europe? I'd like to know that as well. But absolutely love this song. And you can hear in the background just some really cool sounds. I mean, it's like, it sounds like there could be mandolins in there, and it just got kind of a dreamlike quality in some of the instruments that they're using in the background, which I think is really cool as well. All right, let's rewind this a teeny bit. Very sea-like. Absolutely fantastic. That song still holds up for me. I still enjoy that one a lot. I love it. And when they got into that one section where they were doing the dancing on the deck of the boat, it really did have a very kind of traditional kind of seafaring sort of sound to it, didn't it? I thought that was very cool. And it was kind of cool that they featured the Maori people there doing their poi dance, which I thought was actually kind of cool as well. Here's a little interesting tidbit about this particular song. I mentioned that it was in the top 10 in Canada, in New Zealand, and Australia, but in the UK, where they had done fairly well with other songs like I Got You, it didn't do very well in the UK, and the reason is because this song kind of coming out sort of was coinciding with the Falklands War, and a lot of people felt that it wasn't appropriate to play a song like this when people were off going to war, thinking about boats. There was a lot of ships that were going over to the Falklands, and thinking about them, you know, perhaps leaking and maybe perhaps sinking. And it was taken off a number of the radio stations, including the BBC. So that may have been why it didn't do as well in the UK. But all my UK friends, you can tell us how it did do. Did it kind of seep through still, even though it didn't get a lot of airplay? Let me know any information that you can on that, because I'd really be interested in that as well. Okay, everybody, I think that wraps it up for the day, but if you'd like to hear other videos that I've done in the past, just look up here at the end of this video. A couple will pop up, and if you're interested, you could check them out as well. And if you've made it to the end of this video, you may want to become a member of the channel, and if you do, just click on the join button, and it'll give you all the information that you could possibly need. Okay, everybody, everyone have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.